Yo, what is up guys? It is your boy Insane back with another best of 3. These are competitive smash sets on Anthers and Dojo, and today's challenger is a villager named called ThePhil, who is also, on a side note, the 4th best villager currently on Anthers. So with me using Donkey Kong, this is going to be a really tough matchup. And the main reason for that is because Villager has a lot of spacing tools, including his forward air, his back air, and his side B. So I had to make sure not to get too hit with those projectiles and just play as safe as possible. In the beginning of this matchup, I believe I was doing that very well. As you see, I wasn't going too into it, and I was just waiting for the right time to make sure that Villager did a side B or a fair that just didn't connect. Alright, now I was lucky I got a ground up B, and now I'm just waiting for the right moment, and here we go. We got a ding dong, followed by a back air, well timed by the way, and I'm just waiting now for the villager to make a mistake. But the one pluses of villager is he can always just let go of the edge and just do a fair or a bear, and most likely not, it's going to hit you, which is a very reliable thing when he's on the edge. So right now I'm just waiting, what can I do to get into this, because right now the villager is feeling a lot more comfortable, and those projectiles that I talked about that you shouldn't be hitting are hitting. And right now I was thinking, okay, why don't I try to stage spike him when he re-grabbed the edge? But unfortunately that just wasn't the case, and now he's using that moving platform to set up dash attacks and side Bs. And right now I'm just really struggling because the villager is just so comfortable spacing me out the projectiles, and this is just where it can be just all over if you just play impatient. So right now I was thinking, why not try to gimp him with my recovery? And there I just did a back air thinking that was going to work, but because the villager's 2 balloons, one attack just isn't going to do it. Following a missed side B by me, I trying to just find my comfort zone and just thinking for that one move that's just going to end this since I'm on rage and he's on rage. And the one move I thought could do it was side B, a powerful shield breaker, but unfortunately with the new patch, Donkey Kong side B has less shield damage than before, and because of it I unfortunately got punished and he KO'd me. And right off the gate I fast fall too hard and I lost my second stock in less than 10 seconds. And I was feeling a lot of things, including, is it possible for me to make it back in this match? And I just wasn't sure, and the villager now taking advantage of that, doing 32 damage, but I did a side aerial, and that managed to get the kill. And now we see the villager back into doing great spacing on that moving platform, and I just have to think of something to get back in here. So I did a roll, following 2 down tilts, following a spike into an up tilt, and partially getting the up air, but not fully. And with that little bit of momentum, I think to myself, it could be possible if I get lucky with a smash attack or an up air that I can win this. And the villager now trying to space me well with the tree, and so what I do best, I respected it and just didn't approach. Following that ground pound, I'm trying to just find that way, and I'm back to doing the stage spiking like I did earlier, and unfortunately I just didn't learn and it didn't work. And because of that, it cost me greatly, because right now we see the villager himself, ThePhil, spacing me out well. I'm at my last stock, and he just think, okay, I can do this. So right now we see he plants a tree, and me not knowing it, I land into it, and it killed me. So right now ThePhil won the first match of the set, and as my counter pick, I decided to go on Castle Siege. I believe personally that this is a good counter pick, because Villager can't really camp as well as he does in other stages, is because Castle Siege switches 3 times, so that's something to my advantage. Now right here I managed to pressure Villager into this corner, and it can allow me to do a lot of things, including finally being able to stage spike him. Now right here we see Villager trying to apply that pressure with those fairs, and right here I managed to hit that spike, but since the percentages weren't right, it didn't work. What I could have done was maybe do a side aerial that could have rebounded Villager on the wall, but that's kind of a risky thing, so I decided not to do. So right now Villager is back not being cornered in that edge, and he's trying to hit me with projectiles, but I managed to avoid them, and now we're on Donkey Kong's best part of this stage. And the reason for that is that this part has a very close blast zones, and Donkey Kong has a lot of moves that could KO early. Like we're talking smash attack, we're talking bears, we're talking fairs, and other things. So right now I hit a bear, and just like that, that fair kills, and since I'm only on 55, this is a pretty good advantage. Now right here, I'm using this stage very wisely because those statues are just protecting me against villagers' projectiles. And that is just something you just have to take advantage of when you're fighting villager, is that the statues just do a great job. So following a ding dong, the villager hits me with a turnip, and right now as we see, villager is back in control and he's looking to get me in that close blast zone kill like I did before it's too late. But unfortunately that just wasn't the case, and now we're on the third part of the stage, which is similar to a Final Destination. Now there I go, I hit a down aerial following a U-air, back air, and a fair for the second kill of the match since I was on rage, and now I'm on a 3 stock. This could be something, but the villager now playing very smart, doing all this stuff, and falling a bowling ball takes away my stock, and now he back has the momentum. Since though he has 1 stock and I have 2, this is going to be very difficult for the villager to get back into this, but he's making a good amount of it, killing me with these projectiles and spacing me out. Trying my best, I tried to do like did in the first match, and that in the beginning, very spacing out wisely, and now we're back on the third part, and I'm trying to recover not to SD. And now we see another stage spike that just didn't land, and now I'm just getting a little nervous, thinking, okay, I need to end this, and I wanted to end really quickly, but this allows villager from all the way from one part of the stage to another, just comboing me heavy with projectiles linking together. And now I'm on 79%, the villager's only at 41, so it's not unrealistic for me to get my stock loss. And now we see these projectiles in, and a bowling ball breaking my shield. I let go of the shield too early, and I suffered for it, and now my amazing comeback is over. And we see the villager, he's at a point now where he can end this, and that'll be the end of this set. And I'm thinking, no way, there's something I have to do to stay true. And right now, to my luck, we're back on Donkey Kong's best part of the stage. And with 85% to 36, this is very solidly in Donkey Kong's favor. And following a miss up tilt, I managed to take advantage of it with a up smash. And right now, I can just end this very easily. So right now I'm thinking of the best possible way and waiting for a punish. And right here, I did a up special, and unfortunately the villager dropped his shield too early, and I managed to get the kill. So right now, 1-on-1, ThePhil decided to pick a very smart counter pick, and that was Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt allows villager to play his signature campy playstyle with ease because of the trees that are in the right and left hand corner, and also the dog that appears oftenly. This is going to make it a very hard matchup for any Donkey Kong, including myself, to play through. So right now, I'm just trying to get in there as best I can. Try to do a ding dong, but a turnip canceled it. I did a jab, following a forward smash, which was lucky enough to hit. And right now, when we're at the percentages, we're quite even, and my goal is to avoid villager getting too comfortable in his surroundings, so then that would avoid all the projectile comboing. But right now we see the side Bs working, and now we are back into seeing ThePhil playing so well in this projectile heavy shrinking game. And there I try to do a fair kill like in the second match, but the side B protected villager from that happening. So there he tried to do the bowling ball, and he's on that corner, which is quite dangerous for me because like that, unless I didn't shield, that would have killed me doing a smash bowling ball off the tree. And there I go, tried the ding dong for the second time in the match, and it does not connect. Following this, he is back into cornering me, and this is a really good stage that allows him to corner because of how the tree is placed near the edge. So that eliminates me just rolling back on stage. So following this, he tries to plant a tree, and there we go, the super armor side B manages to hit villager when he does the first hit in the setup. If he cuts the tree again though, I don't think DK super armor will actually do anything. So right there, I'm trying my best to gimp his recovery, but it doesn't work. And now the villager is back in that corner trying to plant that tree for the second time. And with all these spacing tools, he wants me to not get him when he cuts the tree, but right there for the second time, the super armor up B manages to hit villager. So right now he is on the edge now, and a third up B manages to kill. And with Donkey Kong on rage, I have to make the most of this because this is the third game, and unless villager doesn't get too comfortable, I can manage to win this. But right now, ThePhil himself is not making this easy for me, as his off-stage game against Donkey Kong is on point. I do another up B, and I'm thinking, okay, I gotta grab him to begin a ding dong, which could get him a high percent, or possibly kill him if I hit 2. So thinking of this, I'm trying to play safe, but unfortunately the villager kills me with the bowling ball on the platform. Very smart move by ThePhil, and now the stocks are back and the neutral is about even once again. And ThePhil now making great strides into getting me in this heavy projectile game, because that's the one thing ThePhil has on him. Villager can just outcamp Donkey Kong if he allows him to. And I'm just struggling now to get in here because Villager is just too comfortable now, and this is something I wanted to avoid, but unfortunately the stage and the character just make it too impossible to stay like that for the entire match. So right now, the Villager is just getting ready to do what he does best, and those are those bears and fairs, following those side Bs, and he's just playing his best to get me from one end to the other without even landing most of a kill. And now I'm just trying to avoid all of these, and there he tries to do that kill again, but that time the dog out of nowhere saves the Villager and gets him a KO. That shocked the really crap out of me, and I'm just thinking, okay, there's no way I can allow that to happen. So right there, the Villager is just playing it safe on the edge, not letting me get too in, and there I hit a down air, following a ding dong for the first time, and a back air, managed to kill Villager on his second stock, and now the stocks are even in the last match. This is where it gets real. So right there, Villager playing it safe on the tree, and now he just wants to remain in his safe zone, and this is where I unfortunately just don't do good, because as we see here, I'm just running into him, not respecting the side B, and I'm just doing airs, and I'm just not focusing right now. And this is something I just had to not do, because if you do not focus against Villager, then you're just gonna have a bad time, like you see right here. And as desperate as I was thinking I have to hit a side B so I can get a up special, and that will probably rack up some damage. So there I tried to do it, but the missile still reflected me and did a fair, and I got punished by a side smash. And after that, ThePhil won. Well, this has been your boy Insane, and I hope you enjoyed Best of 3.